Champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, we know the sequence of events. Tom Brady leaves for Tampa. He wins Super Bowl 55. And the Patriots are kind of middle of the pack for 2 years. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now making their record 12th appearance in it.
And I certainly like how you set everything up there, partner, because it certainly felt from the outside that this run of titles was over for this team, that they were going to fall into rebuilding mode. But how about this group? They still believed in themselves, and they made it back to the big game.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here comes Peppers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one here early in the Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And the former Arizona Wildcat, Folk, gets this one to go, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. This is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Harris running straight ahead. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run again with Harris.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Patriots 44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He finds Watson complete. He's got the 1st down and more than that. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped for a loss by Christian Barmore.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On the give, this is Harris. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Room here to run. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Bullock good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Jones on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Jones now off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Up the middle, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 189 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Finally, defensively, they have a little click to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Packers 42, Patriots 9. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Pats at the line ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, now it's the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to run now. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that.